We're here. We're here. We did it, guys. We're here. All right. Um, so if you follow my channel on YouTube, I actually posted a video on how I got some of the shit to work. I'm really happy with it. Everything works now. Um, I say that as nobody can probably hear me. Nobody can probably hear me. Nobody. Oh, it works. Okay, cool. So I have there's a loop back from the audio interface back into the computer. Makes everything work smoothly. What are we gonna do today? I don't know. Um, you know what? I was gonna doing something with Jingle Bells, but it is Halloween, so I kind of want to do something a little creepy. But today's more of a test stream, so I think I'm just gonna focus on like sound design. So let's find something here. I think that's gonna work as some soundscape stuff. Just for 16 bars, I'm just gonna focus on making a huge kind of atmosphere soundscape. So it really doesn't need to be too complicated. That's too slow. There we go. Creepy sounds. Uh, yeah, so for the live streams, I'm going to try to do earlier in the days and try to make it like a morning habit. I think this can be in two parts. Like, partially, it's like more of a thing to, um, lost my train of thought already. Maybe this isn't going to work out. But, part of it's going to be so I actually have time to produce something in the mornings. And the other part is so I can actually not so much monetize, but actually record some of the process. I feel like that's something I miss out on doing streams kind of cooked up alone. Because, I mean, why else would I do this? Because once I get all the stream stuff set up, I mean, it's as easy as hitting a button in the end. I'm not putting a lot of production value into everything where I'm doing like, oh, I'm going to lock myself in a room and do all this. No, I'm just here, you know. Might need to call this the shit myself stream if I drank too much coffee, though. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to add some OTT to this. Make it sound a little bigger. Okay, and then I'm going to add my favorite reverb. I feel like I overplay this one a lot, but hey, if y'all want to pay for my FabFilter license, feel free. No, I'm kidding. But I do like the reverb. It looks cool. And one thing that's actually been nice, in my opinion, is the I actually haven't used the cathedral keys. I might use that here in a second. It's the Alexa's doing something. Uh-oh. Is Alex is gonna dox me on the first live stream. That's crazy. Anyways, the built-in kind of you know what, I think here's what I'll do is I'll actually move my camera because talking about this isn't helpful if nobody can see what the hell I'm talking about. This is a weird spot to put a camera. Okay, you know what? Nobody actually looks at the information on the top right. Very rarely. So I'll put my camera up here for now until somebody complains about it. So the Ableton reverb has gotten better over the years, at least for version 11. And I don't know if anybody here actually cares, but the 12 beta is actually pretty good. There's the standard reverb and then the hybrid reverb. No, I'm not too worried about explaining all this. It's just, I'm just trying to say it just sounds better than it used to. That might just be me getting better at using it, but anyways. Yeah, I think that sounds kind of neat. Another cool thing is, hey, if I want to do some crazy gnarly effects to this, I have my effects rack to my left side. Now let me know if y'all want to see my rack, but it's pretty cool. So what this lets me do, since I have this in loopback now, is I can actually send audio out to my rack and re-record that audio with external effects and not get any I don't know if I can swear on this, but friggin' latency when it comes to adding external effects and shit, because it's just looped back straight from the Focusrite card. It's freaking genius. It works. It works so good. Um, but yeah, I'm thinking about actually just setting up a little tripod right here, right under the keyboard, and recording my rack. Yeah, I'm gonna take it off this platform. I can't do this. I'm gonna make so many rack jokes. I have the best rack you've ever seen. Actually, no, it's kind of shit. It's Behringer. It's all Behringer stuff. And I know that people don't like Behringer because it kind of sucks. But it starting out, it's like I don't think it really matters that much. It's like analog compressors and analog compressor. It's cool as shit, regardless what you want to say. Like, man, some of the people in the production space are just like, it had to be this XYZ random, you know, company nobody's ever heard of. But you know, what do I know? I'm over here not even using any of that equipment for this shit. So I think it's really just a big thing of it's what you make of it. I've seen people that use the 3x oscillator and make the craziest noisy style bass lines with it. So I forgot to do this, but if you're starting out, it's just a good habit to mess with velocities. Well, I can't tell you it's magic. No, but for real though, it's like when you're working with any kind of sample library, changing the velocity a little bit adds a lot more expression to it. Because it's you're probably getting, if you're just changing it a very small amount, you're probably getting almost audibly the same exact sound. But just those little tiny differences that make it sound like it's changing, but not too much to where it's noticeable. See, see, it does. God, I need to shave. It sounds interesting, sorta. Do with that information. Okay, anyways, so we're gonna duplicate this. I'm just gonna go ahead and make a group of this. EOV Ian trying to make it happy beat. Yeah. What the okay. Move this, flip that over. And I want like a constant kind of texture, so it might be smarter just to use a granulator for this, but I'm feeling a little iffy. So we're gonna do something like this. Now, Ian, why would you do that? I don't know, but don't worry, it'll get fun. So we'll do the opposite of what we did before. Cut out the low end. Everything's on texture now, so we're gonna get some weird ass noises. Make that filter a little bit. Hybrid reverb this time. That's actually getting there. That was kind of cool. Are we making Silent Hill music? Yeah, I guess so. I guess we're making Silent Hill music now. What does Silent Hill even look like? Oh yeah, wasn't there the new one? No. Oh my god, how many came out? Silent Hill Ascension, Silent Hill 2? Actually, no, I know about Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill F? Dude, I've been out of it. I would think we're gonna play some Silent Hill at some point. I'm actually really scared of it. I tried to play first one, and I shit myself. I kid you not. Left a brown stain all over my white seat. Now I got a black one, so in case I shit myself again, it's not a big problem. Kind of want one of these to be a little bit like more at the front. Just kind of. Yeah. And then have another one that's like boom, boom. And I think what I'll do for that is instead of having them like cutting one off right from the bat, I'll do it like this. Yeah, and that's stupid. Yeah, I know. Hold on. I'll cut the tail really short right here. So it still sounds like it's. Go hit the mic. Oops. So it still sounds like it's in a room. It has to be like that. Sounds like Law and Order. Let's copy this over. And do I start working on a baseline? Now that's a good question. And yeah, I'm gonna start messing with the baseline. What do I use with the baseline? It has to be a plugin. It's like money's worth. What's Mini V3? Mini V4. I don't think I've actually used this. Yo, okay. Hello. No, not really. I haven't used this before. I actually haven't. Bass you're looking for. It says it's the bass we're looking for, so I mean, I guess we can try it. I really don't want to do any complex bass lines because I tend to mess those up pretty quick. But I think what I would like to do is just something like that. Like that's enough, right? Here's the thing. I'm gonna try it just because I feel like if I really just cut up this bass and just freaking gnarlified it a little bit, I think it could be great. Do that. We'll get some squeeze and frequency. That's the oscillator. I actually really like this. I have a mini brute right here. So what I might do is once I get the idea down, I may go to the mini brute and layer it with the mini brute. Yeah, and of course you have to start out with the cutout frequency kind of low like that. But I think what I'll do is run some camel. Yeah, here you go. There we go. Okay, right there. Just that's right. It just should. But we need a kick. We need a kick. Drum kick. Actually, I don't think I've used this before. What? What? That's just a compressor effect. All right. We got bill kicks. Beatbox. I kind of want to find one from BT. CNN sucks. This is what people pay to see. Huh. I think I'll use this. I'll just use this one. And let me make sure I favorite it. It's kind of good. All right. Name this to kick. And if you make music, the actual format you need to put in the DAWs kick bass effects because also this needs to be red. I'll make this one orange. And there we go. Okay, easy as that. That's music production for you. Copy and paste. Like, here's something in my left ear, but that might just be me. Make sure. Thing is, there still needs to be a level of ambience. also want to put the sidechain on the effects too. Maybe just make it not as abrasive. Can we get like a down riser sound effect? Let's try that. I don't know if anybody else has been dealing with this, but if you right click enable tonight train delay, sometimes get like a little pause. It's not to where I'm like angry, but it's just kind of an annoying. Watch me crash out in 20 minutes because that happens again. But okay, anyways, here's the utility. I like using this on top of doing the gain. I don't even know what to call it, the faders on this. We'll do that. We can exit out of that. I'll wait for this view. So 3 things. There needs to be a tom fill, I need to up the filter, and need to add more drums. Start off with the filter. I think it'd be better almost to have it just starting from here. Let's wait to let's say 400, and I forgot to do it here is we don't really want the distortion circuit. Not too worried about that. The movements, I like to keep that on because we're already using Camel Crusher to essentially just push it extremely hard, and then we're using the compressor, which is really just a compressor. Somebody recommended it to me. Shout out to them. I'll remember their name for the next stream and shout them out then. But it's just a nice sonic compressor. Wow, somebody said cheap viewers and streamboo.com. Oh yeah. Delete that? Yes. Okay, cool. I deleted it. I'm a moderator now. Okay, anyways. cool. I think this is based off the MS-20. But yeah, we don't really want the distortion from there. It just takes too much out of the sound. It's like you gotta pick and choose your distortion because it can make or break the sound. Really, it's like I try to every sound. I want a little distortion in it just to kind of push it a little more to because making electronic music, you kind of want everything pushed to the front. You can saturate, amplify, or distort. Those are your kind of three options to get there. And with bass sounds, it's like a certain level of distortion adds harmonics to it. But then after that point of no return, it's like you kind of lose out on a lot of sound, and then you just got mashed potatoes at that point. I really want about this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's see if I just have any pre-existing like top loops I can use for yeah. I don't know if I have any drones already. So we can add this. But what? No, do we already have F sharp? So that we see 4, -4. Or we could pitch it up 8. Well, that was underwhelming. Another thing is we take I think what I'll do where did I put it? Okay. And then coming in here, we'll do an up sweep right around here. That's like I think 250 is usually good just because that cuts out the sub, so it makes it much more kind of thing. 60 right here. Just give it a little more oomph when it hits. And we'll do an up filter just for this. Um, just so it's like it still sounds like it's coming in. Wait, what? I did something wrong. Oh, whoops. I need some toms. Leave it up to fucking Levitate, bro, to make some fucking banger samples. I don't shout out Levitate. Levitate, levitate, levitate. Just really, really, really good booster. Now I want to layer the sound with like something a little more harmonic. There we go. Let's start here. There we go. That's kind of cooking. It's simple so far, but I think the more we kind of layer it. Shit, I need more coffee. I need a clip of like every time I'm taking a sip of coffee. Um, so snares, schnatters, snares and washed. Gotta be careful with them because it's not so much they can make or break the track, in my opinion. It's more so you kind of had to build around them a lot of the time. Like, so I'm gonna take these, and it's probably just gonna sound dry as hell with it as it is. Like, snares just feel out of place, right? Well, no, because they are, to be honest. The snares, snares are, snares have reverb. Snares, snares have reverb. Um, but yeah, they really do. So it's like, if you hear a drum in real life, it's like a kick drum, you know, has lower amounts of vibrations. So whenever they hit something, they're more likely to die off faster than something like a uh, snare would. Snare has a lot of, it's higher pitch, more dynamics going through, bouncing off more stuff. It's going everywhere. So, and I always have to be careful about this just because it's like wearing, well, one thing is wearing headphones. And the other thing is it's like you can't jump to sound design decisions without building context around sound you use. Um, it's like here, for example, it's like before I, decide, hey, I'm not going to use the snare or, try to use a different one. It's best to, try to understand the context of the sound itself and how it's going to sound in the environment your track is. Another thing is you don't necessarily need to rely on the snare sound, but you also probably need a clap sound if you're making EDM and try to layer them together. So I think what I'll do in my case is actually rely more on the clap and the snare. Try that out. And ironically, we're just gonna call this entire group just snare. This yeah. Let's try to balance it out a little bit. I'll do -4 here and -4 here. You can already see how loud that snare is just by itself. Like, it's already trying to clip. For no reason, too. And it's like, that's the annoying part with snares. It's like, they're always so loud when they really don't need to be. They're not the point of the track. The track gotta work together. So even there, it's like, I've already -3, -2, and it's still trying to clip. It's just being unreasonable. So I just like to use a few glue compressors. And then come over here. Just want a little bump right here, just to glue everything together. The goal is just to kind of take the sound of the snare and the clap, get it to around the same level, push it down a little bit, and then bring them back up together. And basically just what this compressor is saying is gluing it together. Before I do that, I actually should have done an EQ cut because we really don't want anything around here. I like to slip it a little bit because it's like we want the punch and the boxiness of the snare, but it's not necessary because we have the kick layered with it already. So it's like I try to keep it a little bit, but just make sure I'm not cutting too deep into the kick and bass area. So it might actually sound better is even with holding the snare until the last one. No, 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 no. I was thinking about the wrong thing the entire time. It's actually this little guy right here. This is important. And I actually want to make it a little longer. No, I don't actually. We'll take the actual. Yeah. Glue compressor. I feel like it's too short still. That. Ooh. Now, what if I layer these two together? And now we're gonna get a little crazy with it. Well, actually, Actually, no. Let's, oh shit. Put this to 7. Wait, no. Okay. We'll freeze this. Same process. So just write that down. Unfreeze it. And I'm going to cut it here. Delete that. We got this thing. Boost it. We got probably just white noise. Now we can probably go in with ROM. A little more pretty. I really want that cathedral sound. That's something wrong. You know, this is just how you make your own white noise. I should have done this at the start in my own white noise. Make sure to save stuff like this. It'll take time, you know, but you know, I'm just gonna bounce this one in place. I don't think I'm gonna make crazy changes with it. But what I'll do is I'll move it down here and actually just turn this one off because I might want to come in here later and reuse a part of this. So just think of it kind of like scrapbooking. Come back for this. Reverse it. And volume on it. So now if we get these three together, that sounds crazy. Cool. Up here. Start copy pasting these over. A little bit. There we go. See how that sounds. Oh, that's cool. These little noises right here are making for an interesting percussion sound, so we'll move with that. Let's go to bar mode. 4, like that. I feel like something's throwing me off right here. It's like, okay, yeah, Yeah, that that was kind of sick. I think the guitar amp idea is kind of solid. Gonna give myself a pat on the back, but not really, because I'm not a egotistical crazy guy. Okay, okay. My thing is, it's like I try to be careful with doing these sweeps because it's like we're already cutting out everything under like 400, so it's like that's just going to be empty space. It's not really a sweep if we already cut out those frequencies and that's stationary. It's like it's not. We're not going to have those frequencies regardless. So it's like you have to think we're cutting from a new point. Okay. This is going well. I'm pretty happy with this so far. Now, just for funsies. Now, this is where I'm probably gonna be a little crazy with it, but I want this part to go kind of quiet almost and just become a little absurd. Almost making this the kind of the bridge almost. So here's what I'll do. Really just want this section and this section. And I'm going to start slicing stuff. So go here. Like, okay, if you're going to go hard, then why choose this one? Well, it gives me the more of a palette to choose from. when making bass sounds. So, typically people would want to go to Serum and do sound design there and just kind of call it a day there. Um, and I'm not knocking on people that use Serum. Well, I actually use Serum a lot. But the thing is, if you're doing all of this and that, I don't know. I just honestly, I think it's just I have a difficult time doing that. So I like to do it like this, and I feel like I get some really neat results. I wouldn't think about, if I was trying to do normal sound design. That's like, we want kind of something like this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's like, where's this section right here? I can see this working, but I'm gonna push it. But I think what I want to do is I'm gonna do like hard cuts on the snares just to make it sound much more harsh. So like this will automate basically whether or not the snares get to work. And let's unsolo it. And I'm stupid. I forgot to forgot to mute something. Okay, there we go. Yo. Okay. OTT. No, not that one. This one. I want there to be more cuts in it though. So I think what I'll do is right here. Try that. And find a sound in there like that. Okay. Actually, I want to hear the transition. Okay, that's actually pretty fucking cool. God damn. Okay. Lately, I feel like I've been like doing better at this Halloween vibe stuff. I don't want like a whoop, 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 whoop sound. I don't know what to call it. Siren? Maybe? Nah. Actually, this might work in a weird way. Whoop, 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 whoop. No, 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 no. Just want to do that. Uh, I think this comes down to doing it like this. And probably adding like the huge roll. Huge. Oh, and adding some delay to it. But high feedback. And I think EQing out along the sound too would help. We don't really. We want this to be kind of far in the background. Yeah. Do like a -8. Turn down that feedback a little bit. And maybe make it, because I just want it to be like there, just really far in the background. And then here, I really just want to throw that reverb sound. Like, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, oop, I didn't want to sample it. Okay, there we go. So, we do -40. That's my guess. Okay, okay. I have to listen to this from the start again just so I can get an idea of what the hell we're doing. I almost feel like even this over here. Yeah, because I'm looking at the structure of the other part of the track, and it's like, that's kind of how I brought stuff in. I almost want to see if I can bring in this guy again. And it's going to be the transition back to the, this can transition us maybe back to the, what do I call it? Intro, I guess, but the chorus section of it, the build-up. Maybe. I don't know. Let's just hear it out from here. I want to do more with this transition though. I feel like it's lacking in something. Maybe if I haven't done this yet. Then just zeroed out that snare. Did something like this. Yeah, it just does not give a shit. Um, um, ooh, maybe I can do something here. Yeah. So just hey, where's the song go? Wait. Yeah, this might actually work perfectly. I'm thinking of just going like... I've tried this before. Shit, I might keep that actually. But I need to get the snares back over. So easy peasy, we'll just go like that, and there we go. And we can do the same thing here, just there we go. We'll just do this here. If we just stretch this one out as far as it can go. And then from here, we'll just copy this back. Then we got the full track. Good deal. Dude, it makes it so much more fun when you can just do something like that and get a whole new sound out of it. Like if we go 2 over. Move this around a little bit. Then we can even go in here and just change the before I do anything, I should probably say this. We'll just call it Halloween 2025. Easy enough. Don't tell me this is the part where it crashes. Wait. Wait. Okay, cool. Okay. I'm real scared. Yeah, we'll do the 16th. We'll just do something like the thing I was going to do is actually give this a bar of space before we lead back into everything. And the thing is here, it's like you're not supposed to like actually just straight up copy exactly what you did. Then it's like, what's the point? So I just want to off each track. Take that sound, take it here, release it, make big reverb, and I'll kind of add a build into everything else. So it might actually be better to give it like an extra bar space, but worry about that in a bit. So here's our actual sound. I'll need like a sweep here anyways. Put effects. Oh, perfect. We already made some. Yippee. Put a reverb. Reverb. This reverb plate. Well. Utility. We'll start here. I think it needs one more bar of space. We're gonna keep saying that until it gets 8 bars, probably. Now, this section, I want to give it a little more gas. So, I think, but I want it to be like something small, but just change. So it's like, I'm thinking just freaking putting one of these on it. Just, you know, and then putting it before. Oh, you know what? I'm dumb. Go in here and actually just change the sound completely from there. That's what I love about this kind of workflow too, is it's like if you really just wanted to, you could just boop, change it. Wow, easy. I did this. Let's try it out. Yeah, before I do anything, gotta make sure I get this in too. I'd say that's a pretty good session. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. I'm a little curious how it would sound if I did something like that. You're so much fun. All right, let's try that. I think I'm just gonna leave it as is. Maybe on the last one have that little. Yeah. All right, I think we're done for today. Good, good. I think that was a good session. We'll make another one tomorrow. Peace out. All right, have fun. I'm gonna get more coffee. All right, bye bye.